Express Mobile here. This is going to be our first how-to video. I've been turning wrenches for 30 some years, and I've had this mobile business for 16. I enjoy it. I enjoy people, customers, challenges I love. I work on just about everything. I mean, I started with automotive back in my early days, worked for dealerships, almost every brand. There's a few exceptions, Ford, Nissan. Wasn't a big Ford fan. Made a lot of money on Fords over the years, but just didn't really want to go work for them. So today we're doing a pretty simple job, water pump on a 2018 Chevy Malibu 1.5 turbo. When I arrive at the customer's location, I'll resume this video. Okay. 2018 Malibu 1.5. We're going to do water pump. That guy is down there at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. Pretty straightforward. Just have to pull the tensioner there. The water pump has about 5 bolts, I believe. Pulley comes with it. Here's the new one. New gasket. The belt actually popped off. It's not kinked. It's pretty new, so we're just gonna reuse it. That's about it. I'm gonna put this on record and just let you guys watch me work. Try to get a good angle here. I would say right there. Right here. There we go. Alright. So first thing I'm gonna do is just pull the tensioner. And then I'm going to drain the coolant. I got the vehicle jacked up. Then I'm going to pull the coolant and take out the 5 bolts on the water pump down there. And that's pretty much it. I'll be right back. Okay. The reasoning for pulling the tensioner out is because one of the water pump bolts will not have access without pulling the tensioner, the serpentine belt tensioner. More wonderful engineering. Anywho, it's basically just one bolt that holds it in. Pull it out, slide the tensioner out the top. Pretty easy, straightforward. And here's the tensioner. One bolt. Now, I'm going to put my pan under this area by the water pump. Once I pull the water pump bolts, it'll catch most of the coolant. You can't always get every drop, but it is what it is. I am going to make a little more room. I'm going to pull this this AC line out of the way, just so I can get both my hands down in there. This will give me a little more room here. I can pop this up out of the way. Probably going to grab something for that. Sometimes your best friend is a bungee cord, because there's always something in the way. Just like that. Now we have a lot better access to the water pump down there. Here, that's the water pump. Fairly straightforward. 5 bolts. Bam, 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 bam. The belt will probably take longer than taking the water pump. I don't know, because it's got a few brackets got to run through. Not too challenging, but it's a bit of a booger. So yeah, I'm going to pull the water pump now. The bolts are 10 millimeter. Before I pull it completely off, I just want to show you what happens to these water pumps sometimes. You can see that movement on the pulley. The bushing in there wore out. There's a couple reasons for that. One, it just could be age, but being a 2018, it's a little premature. I'm not sure what her maintenance was on this. If she didn't keep the coolant changed or put too much water in it. Not only does coolant keep your engine cool and in colder climates, keeps it from freezing, but it also lubricates your water pump. A lot of people don't realize that, but it acts as an oil. If you ever touch coolant, it's kind of slimy in your hands. Well, just think of that as oil. But in this situation, it's hard to say. She could have ran low, could have been leaking, and she just kept adding water. I mean, who knows? But we're at this point now, we've got to replace it. It's just, the belt popped off, actually, because it was so loose. But, so I'm going to pull the rest of these and be right back. Usually what I do, once I pull all the bolts out of the water pump, I don't just pull it off directly. Usually I'll just kind of pull it, just depending. If it's easy to drain from the radiator petcock, I'll do it that way. This one, unfortunately, isn't easily accessible. So, I don't know if you can see it, but I just loosen it up, took all the bolts out, and just letting it steadily drip until the coolant has stopped dripping. Then it's safe, usually, to pull that water pump out without losing too much more coolant. Now, unless you're flushing the system out afterwards, then you want to drain it completely. This one has the red coolant in it, but we're probably going to lose at least half the coolant, if not more. And then we're going to add in a universal coolant to that. And yeah, so anyway, I'll be right back. Come from this side, let me see a little better. Sounds like we're about done. Okay. And just like that, she's out. Fairly simple, straightforward. Now, sometimes they have paper gaskets on there. This one has a metal coated gasket. Makes it a lot easier to replace. There's no scraping usually on the surfaces. Just take a rag or paper towel with a little bit of brake cleaner or something and just wipe it. Make sure there's no high spots or gasket material coating stuck to the block surface. See that? I'm going to go ahead and prepare that and get ready to put the water pump back on. Okay, we got our water pump set in there, all 5 bolts. We're going to snug them up, and then we'll put our tensioner back on that we took off a few minutes ago, and put the belt on. Then we just got to put all the rest of the air box, the AC line, and that's about it. When I get finished with that part, up to that point, I'll come back. Okay, the water pump tensioner's back on. It helps a little bit with one of these tools to put the belt back on. on really any car. You can buy different sorts of belt tensioner tools, anywhere from 20 bucks up. I bought the good one back in the day, at least 20 years ago, and it's never let me down. I have lost these little bits over time. You got little bits that go from like 3/8, half inch, and then like 13, 14, 15, 16, and 19, I believe. Yeah, that makes it handy. The only thing left now is just to put all the hoses and the air box back together and add some coolant. Be right back. I'm going to end the video here. I just got to put coolant in it, let it get up to temperature. If you have any questions, just leave a comment. My next job after this is a Honda Rebel motorcycle. I've been sitting for a while, so we're going to go through the carburetors on that one. I'll probably do a how-to on that one as well. Like and follow. Thank you.